You can only scroll one way.
Yeah, you probably hit escape, I think, and you get out of all that.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, this is where we're... Okay.
Don't push any more buttons.
The rating was good enough.
900 amps for 30 seconds.
Okay.
So you're 300 amp max system, and this is rated for 300.
So I should be able to turn it on, shouldn't
Yep.
Master lights,
Lights are on.
porch lights, awning lights, outside, right?
Yep.
You see lights?
Uh-huh.
Yep, lights are on.
Oh, here's the...
So you got to turn your
It's
inverter on.
automatically?
Don't worry.
Your inverter's right here, and this is how I've
Oh,
been
I see. Yeah.
turning on your inverter. Yeah.
This is the one with the Bluetooth.
Yep.
So I can get an app for it then.
Yep. So give it a second, and it'll show you the battery capacity.
Okay.
13.6, and there's 0 load on the inverter at the moment. Here is the app operating right now,
Okay.
and
the battery's 100% charged?
the battery's 100% charged.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So it does have all of the settings. You want to be careful as you're going through that, not to.
Inadvertently hit something.
Yep, exactly.
Jerry, please do remember. Because I was not in the whole thing, so you have to show it to me afterwards.
And you guys, I mean, there's no substitute for spending some time with it and learning, getting stuck on something, you know, figuring out like, okay, that's how we turn that
now we
on
can
or
turn
whatever.
it's got the settings.
But when you drive, can you still able to use the battery to run the AC if you drive?
You can, yeah. If you're in like 120 degree weather, you might end up doing that. If it's, you know, 100 or under, your cab AC is going to do the majority of the work. And if you just put the floor vents, you know, whatever, you're going to pull enough cold air towards the back. I mean, this thing's really well built, well insulated, so I don't think you're going to have too many conditions where you'd want to do that.
So now it should show how much battery. Or 1.5.
Kilowatts.
Really?
Yeah.
That much?
So it's 1,500.
Wow.
Doesn't last
That's a lot. So here's the important thing with this.
Max right now.
Yeah, here's the important thing. You have a 3,000 watt maximum, but even if you hover close to it, the system might shut it down. The inverter might shut it down, and the battery might as well at a certain point. So if you've got the AC on and you say, oh, let's microwave something and let's do a couple other things at the same time and turn on the hairdryer, no go. We've got full load operational right now. So you have to police yourself. If I was the manufacturer, I would never say like, hey, go ahead and have all your things potentially working off this inverter.
So you mean the inverter
There's no limitation.
Is configured to be not limited.
Yeah.
Is that the inverter setting?
No, that's just the fact that all of your circuits are receiving power. So, yeah.
Which is what we want.
But it's on you guys to not turn everything on at the same time.
Yeah.
So it'll shut down, but you know, it's working against fuses, it's working against wire, it's working against connectors. It's definitely not good for the system. If you're on shore power, then it's probably best to just go to 110. If you're running off the inverter, it's probably best to go to 12 volt because you're taking load away from the inverter.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and
You mean with the
there's
12
energy usage in it in converting from 12 volt to 110.
So basically, if we select 12 volts, the inverter will just connect it directly to the battery. Is that the inverter doing that?
No, the inverter's not doing that. That's,
Okay.
that's the fridge itself.
The fridge itself is wired with 3 different sources.
3 different options. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're at a park and you're plugged into shore power,
Yeah.
110's your best bet.
Yeah.
Because then you're not taxing the battery.
Right.
Yes, yes, yes.